With just the stroke of a pen, millions of black South Africans lost their land and cultural identities. And for decades, black South Africans were never afforded the opportunity to dream of acquiring and owning land in most parts of the country. 100 years on, politicians believe the legacy of the 1913 Natives Land Act continues to reverberate across the South African landscape.
The 1913 Native Land Act has been described as apartheid's original sin and as the start of a long century of injustice and racial economic exclusion in South Africa.
Last month, the Restitution of Land Rights Amendment Bill was published for public comment. Government says the bill will reopen the land claims process and recognize the legal ownership of land of South Africa's so-called first people, the Khoisan. It's since been met with favor by some opposition parties.
The MF welcomes the reopening of the restitution of the land claims process, and we congratulate the ANC government for being sensitive to a very specific claim of a particular community, the Khoisans.
While many have questioned the ruling party's lack of dedication to land reform since 1994, the ANC says they're committed to rectifying the horrors brought by the 1913 legislation.
Honorable member, the African National Congress speaks on behalf of the descendants of the Khoi. We speak on behalf of all South Africans. We will not make laws specifically for certain groups of people. We make laws for all South Africans.
Earlier today, President Jacob Zuma opened an exhibition to commemorate the 100 years of the Land Act. He claimed the act was the root cause of poverty and inequalities that deface our country today.
News that moves. eNCA.com.